This video is brought to you by Cool Green Clothing.
I'm switching lanes so much, man. They can never get behind me, man. Yeah, I'm taking it all away, man. I ain't playing with them, man. One thing is the key, man. It's consistency, man. It don't matter, man, how good the product is, man. If you ain't out there, man, to get rid of it, man, the supply to demand, man, you going down, man. You in it for nothing, man. Get with me, man. I'm starting a whole league, man. Get with me, man. Get with the winning team, man. Cool Green Clothing. We going all the way, and we coming straight out of Baltimore.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 times, and I'm back with another video. In this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll discuss the case of a 21-year-old woman who is accused of brutally taking her roommate's life. Before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel. Go ahead and click that notification bell to get notified every time we upload. If you're rocking with the content, smash that like button. Feel free to share this video with everyone you know. Make sure you watch until the end to hear the full story. Alright, let's get right into it. Having roommates can go either one or two ways. Either you'll get along with them and become lifelong friends, or you won't get along and can't wait until it's time to go your separate ways and never have to see that person again. But in the meantime, you make the best of the situation and try to get along with them. But what if you encounter the roommate from hell, always having to look over your shoulder because you never know what they're up to? Well, at a boarding house on Baker Street in West Baltimore, a dispute between two roommates took a tragic and deadly turn. On Monday, April 27, 2020, Baltimore police were called to a boarding house in the 2000 block of Baker Street in response to a dispute. According to sources, about an hour later, at around 12:08 p.m., patrol officers were called back to the house for a report of a stabbing. Once at the location, officers found 47-year-old Veronica Freeman unresponsive, suffering from multiple stab wounds to the body. According to sources, because of the severity of her wounds, she was likely not alive when police arrived. She was transported to an area hospital where she was later pronounced deceased. Officers immediately took a suspect into custody. The suspect who remained at the scene was 21-year-old Leah Harrison, who also lived at the boarding house. She was taken to the Baltimore Police Department's homicide section where she was interviewed. The next day, City Police announced Leah Harrison was charged with second-degree murder, first and second-degree assault, and weapons charges. She was taken to central booking. According to BaltimoreWitness.org, Leah was accused of allegedly jabbing Veronica Freeman 21 times and cutting her 56 times. According to reports, while awaiting trial, Leah was offered a plea, but her attorney rejected it on Leah's behalf. The plea deal was for life, suspending all but 50 years, with another 3 years for use of a deadly weapon with the intent to injure. During a bail hearing in August 2021, Leah's attorney noted that there was a psychological component to his client's actions the day of the alleged crime, specifically a marijuana-induced psychosis, which was confirmed following a medical evaluation. Her attorney also pointed out that Leah had no prior criminal history. However, according to prosecutors, there was a reason why Leah Harrison had no prior criminal record. Prosecutors said another case involving Leah Harrison had been dismissed after Veronica Freeman's death. According to prosecutors, 4 months before Veronica's passing, Leah Harrison and some of her family members allegedly broke into Veronica's room, stole from her, and assaulted her, prosecutors said. The case was dismissed after Veronica Freeman was tragically killed. Prosecutors also noted that each person had a key to their own room in the boarding house and that the crime occurred in Veronica Freeman's room. After the judge heard the counsel's arguments, Leah Harrison was ultimately denied bail. Leah's case was scheduled for reception court on October 8th of 2021. I was not able to find any additional updates that were made public since then. Leah Harrison is innocent until proven guilty. Wow, fam, another inconsolable and senseless end to a life. Rest in peace to Veronica Freeman. I send my deepest and sincerest condolences to Veronica's family and loved ones. No one deserves to die in such a violent and vicious manner. To allegedly stab and cut someone a total of 77 times up close that many times is an extremely personal attack, and it takes a lot of energy and anger to have done so. It's just really despairing that Veronica was not even safe in her own home. I pray that Veronica's family gets closure in this tragedy sooner rather than later. Leah's defense did argue that there was a psychological component to her actions due to a marijuana-induced psychosis, which is so hard for me to believe and accept that that's even possible. But that's probably because I'm biased. However, I do know and I understand that any drug can have different effects depending on the user. So with the psychosis revelation in court, I speculate that Leah Harrison and her defense team aren't necessarily denying what happened, but blaming it on drugs and psychological factors. However, it's still not clear how the argument or altercation started. Obviously, there were some serious issues between the two roommates that ended very badly. I wonder if mental health issues or addiction also played a factor. Or was it just pure evilness and rage? Leave it in the comments below what you think about this unfortunate situation. Alright fam, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is your girl, Mrs. Tony 2 Times, and I'm out.